Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out Rebel Without a Cause, the 1955. I don't really know what genre this movie is. I think it's a drama, but honestly I don't know much about this movie. I've just heard about this movie, not in terms of plot or characters or stuff like that. It's just in one of my favorite movies of all time, La La Land. They mentioned Rebel Without a Cause quite a few times, which has kind of perked my interest because, you know, if someone mentions a movie in your favorite movie, maybe you want to check out that movie because maybe it had some inspiration on the movie that you're watching. So Rebel Without a Cause has been a movie that I've wanted to watch since La La Land came out, whenever that came out. And so I'm really excited to finally be able to watch it. Again, I don't know the plot of this movie. I don't know if there's anyone interesting in this movie. I don't even know who's directed this movie, but I'm just excited to watch it because it was referenced in La La Land, and that's kind of it. But I know that this is a fairly famous older film, and I'm excited to check it out. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting, or I guess let me set the mood. So let me set the mood and then we can get back to the video. Boop. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so if I had lighting today, I would go red, and I don't really know why I'd go red. I just have a feeling that red is associated with this movie, or that a character has like a red leather jacket or something. I'm not really sure. I feel like I've seen frames of this movie where someone is wearing red, so I'd go red because that's the only reason. But the still frame for this on Amazon Prime is in black and white, so I'm kind of wondering now if this movie is a black and white movie or if it's a colorized movie, and I guess we'll find out in a couple seconds. But before we get into this video, if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose, so thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's start watching this movie with a cause. Oh, you see, because I have a cause to watch this movie, because I want to watch this movie. That's my cause. That was a horrible joke, Oliver. Let's get into this reaction. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Rebel Without a Cause. Okay, it's in color, obviously. Oh, James Dean! James Dean the Bean. Why this man is so infatuated by this monkey, I will never understand. These monkeys scare me to death. Anyone seen Toy Story 3? Yeah, you understand.
Can I keep it?
Huh? Okay. You want to lean him up against something?
I'm glad they let him keep it.
Judy, we're ready for you now.
Look, she's wearing a red coat. Red lighting would have been great.
What makes you think he hates you, Judy?
I don't think I know.
Because he said it to my face.
He called me a dirty tramp.
Okay, yeah, he basically just said it to her face.
He grabbed my face. He started rubbing off all the lipstick. I thought he'd rub off my lips.
This man sounds horrible.
What's your number, Judy? We'll ask your dad to come down and pick you up.
No, why would you do that? He just sounds horrible, and now you're gonna put her back with him? He does a pretty good siren impression.
Want my jacket? It's warm.
What?
Your mother will be down to pick you up.
That's good.
My mother!
Oh.
You said you'd call my father.
Was the mother worse? Oh, she left something. Okay, so Mr. Rebel, or main character over here, seems really nice. I really like that sequence where he gave, or tried to give, his coat to that kid. It just, a little character development goes a long way. I love that dad just played along with it and the mom is just not okay with this.
Do you have any idea why you shot those puppies, John?
What?
Is that what they call you, or do you...
This movie escalated pretty quickly.
Well, where's your mother tonight, Plato?
She's away.
Oh man, I thought he was gonna say I killed her or something. Jeez, I don't know what to expect anymore.
Well, I don't see what's so bad about taking a little drink.
I like that there's like these 3 stories going on, and now his story is overlapped with the ladies.
Got any friends? You understand?
well, tell
And we
him I
moved
moved
into
here.
it. Will you hold it, Jim?
Tell him.
Is that why he was like hugging the monkey? Because he's lonely?
Well, not
Bought
just
me
by
many things.
him. We give you love and affection, don't we? Well, then what?
Buying things for people is not love and affection. It can be part of it, but it's not the whole thing.
You're tearing me apart!
What?
Wait.
You say one thing, he says...
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. It's from The Room.
You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
That's cute.
He tried his best. He tried his best. This guy's about to get it on. Jacket off and everything. Oh, never mind. I thought this guy was about to just beat him to pulp into the dirt when he took his jacket off. Oh my god, so much aggression, so much anger.
What do you mean? Mess that kid up? Called me chicken.
And your folks didn't understand.
They never do.
There we go. There we go. I think this is the root of his problems.
I mean, if he had guts to knock Mom cold once.
Oh my god.
No. I'll tell you one thing. I don't ever want to be like him.
That's why he got angry when the kid called him a chicken.
If the pot starts boiling again, will you come and see me before you get yourself in a jam? Even if you just want to talk, come on in and shoot the breeze.
This guy seems actually pretty nice. I thought he was gonna lay fists, start slaying Jim, but it turns out this guy's actually a decent man. Probably. Right now.
This was all very unfortunate, but he made a mistake, and he's sorry, so we're not going to have any more trouble.
I hate this lady. I hate what she just did with her eyes. Like it's like the glare eyes, you know?
Give them to your friends. No, thanks very much, Mr. Stark.
Frankie doesn't want any.
This, oh my god. She's actually so angry all the time. She hates him. Oh my god.
Bo! Bo!
Ah, it's her. Now she's in a green outfit. She blends in with the bushes.
Juice. And some applesauce cake to go with it.
And I baked it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this whole family is just about to implode.
Listen, watch out about choosing your pals, you know what I mean? Don't let them choose you.
The dad is trying to be so supportive, and I really appreciate it. The mom she seems nice, but she has a lot on her hands. She's being coached by her own mother, and she's also basically trying to own the dad and try to tell him what he's supposed to do and what he's not supposed to do. And the grandmother can just bug her off forever.
Thanks.
You wanna carry my books?
No, I don't.
I bet you're a real yo-yo.
What does that even mean? Yo-yo. No, she has a boyfriend. Get out of town.
They always live. Man, I'm living.
And he's a horrible man, obviously. He obviously beat someone to a pulp.
Hey, watch it. Where do you think you're going?
What, did they have someone just standing there looking at the insignia? Look at that guy's little hat. Dude, that hat is way too small for your head. You look so bad at it. Get a new hat. Get a new life. This guy killed puppies. And he's not in jail. They literally just let him back out. He killed puppies. How am I supposed to like him? I have a puppy on my bed right now. Well, she's 10, but basically a puppy still.
Gesundheit.
They're almost equal in
She seems so nice. Why are you with the bloke of a man?
an extremely ancient constellation.
A comedian, Buzz.
Oh my god.
By Jupiter. Sagittarius and Aries.
He just tried to make friends and it didn't work. I feel bad. Don't be friends with those guys though. They're just menaces.
Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
Where's the applause? Guys, where's the applause?
Comedian.
Hey, what do you say, Buzz, huh? All right. What do you want to do?
You gonna beat him up?
Oh, don't worry. I'll figure out what we are going to do with them. Okay?
Relax. He'll figure it out.
At least he heard this. At least he heard this.
I'm laying for you. If you don't want trouble, I know a place where we can go. It's a big mansion.
I'd go to a big mansion. Now just go through the building and leave. You could do that now. Easy. Jim looks ready to fight.
Relax, man.
No! Top 10 anime deaths of this generation. Jim's front right wheel of his car.
I'm cute, too.
Oh my god, now they're calling him chicken.
Call me that.
It's the one thing you call him that will make him turn into the Hulk.
I don't want any trouble. The blade game, huh, Buzz?
He just said I don't want any trouble and he threw his weapon away and then you took out a weapon? Where's the honor in that? Yeah, honestly, you're actually a punk. You're a little punk. You're a tiny punk.
Pick it up.
Jim, you're gonna have to learn how to fly super soon. I love that he's not picking up the knife.
What are you waiting on, Toreador? I thought you wanted a little action.
He doesn't. Keep saying he doesn't. Ah. Ow, ow, ow. Nice. Idiot.
Yeah. That's all I ever do.
All right, come on, all of you. Start moving.
It's funny when they're like angry with each other, they still talk like they're bros, you know? It's like, you ever heard of the Chicky Rat? Oh no, are you okay?
She doesn't feel too well.
He's so nice.
Did you drop it?
He's actually so nice.
Man, don't. I mean, you shouldn't. Don't. What are you.
The sequences between Jim and his dad are actually really touching.
I didn't want to stop. I was talking to Dad.
I didn't kiss her, so it's a big thing. I'm tired. I'd like to change the subject.
Why?
Oh, she's speaking like a robot. I'd like to change the subject.
That. You need an explanation? Hi, rascal.
Oh my god, he loves his son way more than he loves his daughter.
Stop that! Sit down! Hey, Glamour Puss.
You don't have the right to call her that.
I don't know what to do.
Maybe
she's a problem.
Care for her like you care for your son and don't just whack her in the face.
Tell you what, Jimbo. Let's get a little light on the subject.
Oh, the dad's gonna see it.
I'll get some paper and we'll make a list. And then if we're still stuck, we'll get some advice.
My dad does this too. Every time I ask him something, he's like, let's make a pros and cons list.
In 10 years, you look back on this and wish that 10 years.
I want it now. I want an answer now. I need one.
Jim.
Frank, what's
Ah, look, there's the red jacket.
Had blood on him.
blood?
He just ran out.
And you didn't stop him?
Oh my god, the mom. Stop it. Okay, so they're on the edge of a cliff. This looks pretty dangerous. I won't lie. I love his red jacket. It's so good.
Is he a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Yay, I like that they're friends. But this guy killed puppies. I just want to keep reminding you guys that.
I want him to teach me how because I know he won't get mad if I goof.
Unlike his family.
It's really James, but he likes Jim more.
Jimbo. Jimbo. So you're trying to get as close to the cliff as possible before you jump, is the game.
I like you. You know that?
I don't like you though, Buzz.
Come on, let's light him up. Lucy, get those guys straightened out up there.
Oh my god, this guy is in shock.
We head for the edge. And the first man who jumps is a chicken. All right?
But the last one who jumps is probably dead, so rather be chicken than dead. Oh wait, that's so cool, the lights in the car is turning on.
Hit your lights!
Oh, it's so epic, but I do not condone this in any way. I cross my fingers too. I cross my fingers for Jim. The other guy, Buzz, can go bugger off the cliff if he wants. No time for a cigarette. Oh no, Buzz. Buzz. This is your fault. If you die, you die. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually think Buzz was gonna die. I was just joking. I'm actually in shock that he died. Buzz really said, I want to be Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. He's dead.
Down there.
Down there, Buzz!
It's not Jim's fault. It's 100% not Jim's fault. That was such a good moment. Just the quietness, just a beautiful score, the silence of the characters, of him reassuring her, almost guiding her back.
Bo, you belong in bed.
The brother seems nice. I like the brother. He can stay. What is that, a bong? Oh no, it's a jar of milk. Thought he was just smoking up a bong, you know, after a stressful night. That was a cool little camera shot.
All right, I'll let him go.
Oh, she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't care.
I don't care.
What I say.
You remember how I almost died giving birth to him, and then you say I don't care.
Oh my god. Mothers always bring back the like, well, I gave birth to you thing. It's like, okay, but that wasn't my choice.
Well, you just get it off your chest, son.
That is not what I mean.
Absolutely.
You look at the,
You're absolutely right.
You're not listening to me. You're involved in this just like I am.
Did anyone see you there?
Oh.
Did anyone see your license
What
plate?
about the other?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Why should you be the only one involved?
Well, far be it for me to tell you what to do.
are
but
you
there's-
going to...
His acting is so good.
You don't want me to go.
No. No, I don't want you to go to the...
Why did the camera just become all Dutchy?
That it didn't happen?
Well, you know that you did the wrong thing. That's the main thing, isn't
That's
it?
nothing.
That's not... What?
Just tell a little white lie.
You'll learn when you're older, Jim.
It's always when you're older, when you're older.
Mom, I want to do something right. And I don't want you to run away from me again. You better give me something fast.
Oh.
In 10 years, you'll never know this even happened.
Dad, answer her. Dad, let me hear you answer her. Dad. Dad, stand up for me.
Oh my god, this sequence, man. This argument is so good, but it's hard to watch at times. Yes! Oh, I thought he was gonna punch her in the face. Good. Good, that painting deserved a good kick. It was ugly.
You shouldn't talk to me that way.
After all, I am his father.
No! The worst luck of all time.
Morning, will you please, son?
We can't wait.
You ever been booked before?
I can't believe they're doing this to him. Oh my god.
Hello, Jamie.
Jamie.
Only close friends call him Jamie. Oh, it's hot! Holy jeez, I'm sweating in my baby seal leather boots. Little Megamind reference for y'all.
Jim, this is dedicated to you from Buzz.
From Buzz? What?
All that type of stuff. And the first thing, I saw you.
I can't believe this movie's only been one day. It's felt like at least 3 weeks.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I treated you mean today.
No, you kinda did.
Why did you do that?
It felt like it.
Sincere.
Your lips are soft.
Man, your boyfriend just died. Give it like a week. Please. At least. Give it like 4 months. See, like, I want them to kiss and I want them to be together, but it just feels way too soon for Judy, unless Judy really hated Buzz, which is possible. But even then, I'd still say, like, give it like a week or two, even if you hated the man, you know? Give it like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4.
Come on, let's get out of here. Hey, come on, let's get out. Got it. Let's go.
So there's just a shoe on the ground. Oh, it's one of his shoes. Oh man.
Why do you want to mix up with bad boys like that all the time? Why do you want to get in?
He still has the gun.
John, you put that down. Put it down before you hurt
John. John.
He's not home yet.
No, he's home, dear. I heard his car.
That wasn't his car.
Open it.
Why? Oh. That's actually really disturbing. Ugh. There's some good tension in this movie, that's for sure. He's in the mansion by the observatory. Oh, okay.
Who's in there? Judy. Judy's up there.
Judy, 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 Judy. I know that's not the lyrics of the song. Those are the brightest candles of all time.
You decide, darling.
Oh, yes.
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 Remember our budget.
Oh, don't give it a thought. You see, we're newlyweds.
Yes. Oh, there's just one thing. What about...
Children, right this way.
They have really good chemistry together, though. Jim and Judy have really good chemistry together.
They can carry on and you'll never even notice.
Oh, a sunken nursery.
In fact...
A sunken nursery.
Oh, quick, fill the pool! Ah!
That's actually a long fall. That would have hurt. This my man over here is third wheeling so hardcore.
I never had fun.
Why not?
Because I was alone.
Like they're still including him, but it must be a little awkward. Like, come on. It's clearly these two love each other.
Oh, he's dead. He was a hero in the China Sea.
That makes sense. Not that he's a hero, but that he's dead.
He told me he's a big wheel in New York.
What's the difference? You might as well be dead anyway.
Yeah. He is still alive, but he's basically dead. He went to get milk and never came back.
I wonder how many rooms in this place.
I don't know. A lot, probably.
Good guess, Judy. Odd socks. My little brother wears odd socks every day and he thinks it's a cool fashion thing. And I'm like, sometimes, you know, it's cool, it's odd. Other days, it's strange, to say the least.
It looks like our boy's car, huh?
No, no.
Is this what it's like to love somebody?
So she didn't love Buzz. There we go. Confirmed.
Plato's friend when nobody else liked him. That's being strong.
Plato did kill puppies. I would like to remind everyone in the movie that.
Love me. And now I love somebody.
Hold on.
And it's so weird.
It's been a day. It's been less than a day. This could just be the trauma kicking in with Buzz being dead. That was a really good slow move into the kiss. And the music, man, the music in this movie is so beautiful. Dude, Plato's got the moves. He's running like he's Tom Cruise. Yes, whack him. Whip his ankles. Nice. Kill it. Run, run, run over the steps. Why did he get the jacket? What was the point in that? Oh, because the gun. I'm dumb. Because he has a gun in there. Something bad doesn't happen with the gun. Whenever a gun is introduced, something bad always happens. Man, I know in a tense situation like this, I would 100% sneeze and just ruin everything. Are you okay, Play-Doh? Oh my days! No hesitation! But I understand, he's so scared right now.
What's it with...
What? Why is he shooting?
Why did you leave me alone? You're not my father! You're not my father!
Oh! Oh!
Dude, Play-Doh's gonna be in some big trouble. He's gonna kill a police officer. You need backup. You heard a gunshot. Get backup. Play-Doh is such an interesting character because I dislike what he did to the puppies and it made him pretty unlikable. And I can understand why he had this big attachment to Jim. Because Jim was like a father figure to him. And then when Jim left him, it was like his father leaving him. And now I can understand his anger. But I don't think I ever liked him in the movie. But I can really understand him. And I like that the movie enabled me to do that.
Guess his family.
I guess he just wanted us to be like
his mother and father. Into the observatory we go. That was the weakest glass I've ever seen. He literally tapped it.
Come out quietly now. You didn't kill anybody yet.
Well, he did shoot someone, and that guy could be dying.
You'll have to go with me.
Sure. That's all right.
Don't worry, your kid is there as well.
Come outside. Clasp your hands over your head and come outside quietly.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect the movie to get this deep.
Are you sure? I think I know my son.
I think I know him, but I don't really. I'm nervous.
No. Hey, light a match, will you?
This is why he was looking at the systems as well, so that he could do something like this later. Obviously, he wasn't intending it, but it's why the movie showed us him looking at the systems.
Huh? Come on. Do you see that star up there?
Which one? Which one? There's a many stars.
gonna hurt you or anything like that, Plato.
Oh my days, he's so close.
Promise you nothing will happen if you do.
That is such a lie, you're gonna be so arrested.
Are you cold?
My jacket? Like the start of the movie?
Hey, not gonna have the gun, Plato?
Oh, weird that he's smelling it though.
Been carrying this around all day?
It's heavy. It looks heavy.
Now there's
Isn't there still one bullet in the chamber though?
Okay. I'll fix it.
Right, because the end of the world comes at dawn?
Hey, turn out those lights! If you do, we'll come out!
See? Come on.
What's gonna happen now? Is he just gonna turn him over to the police?
Those are not my friends. Make them go away.
Jim!
You're leaving Judy with him?
Keep the guys back. Ray?
That other kid still has a gun.
No, you've ruined it. You've ruined everything.
Jim!
Oh, Plato's gonna get shot. Oh my god, what a shot. What a camera shot.
I got the bullets!
Oh, that's what that line is for. I got the bullets.
When I saw that red jacket, I thought...
My god, they really just shot. And I understand, I guess, because he has a gun and he was running at them. But at the same time, they weren't listening to my man, Jim. Oh.
You can't help it, son. You did everything a man could.
Help me.
I'll stand up with you. I'll try and be as strong as...
I'll stand up with you. What a line.
This poor baby got nobody. Just nobody.
He lets him keep the jacket, too.
This is Judy. She's my friend.
Hi, Judy. You see what he did there? The dad spoke up. Man, I have chills. I have chills. And that was my reaction to Rebel Without a Cause, the 1955 drama romance as it's listed on Google Film. But I'd also say like a suspense almost. That was so suspenseful, starring James Dean, Natalie Wood, and Sal Mineo. I really liked that movie, and I was enjoying that movie up until the final act. But once the final act hit, and once they went to the observatory, I fell in love with this movie. And I'm excited to watch it again, actually, because I think this is one of those movies where I could watch again and enjoy it even more. The ending for this movie was phenomenal, but what I found most interesting about this film was how deep it got into the lives of these teenagers, how kind of real it felt at times, and it was very melodramatic, but at the same time, kids and teenagers are very melodramatic. I mean, I'm not a teenager anymore, but my little brother is a fresh teenager, you know, he's 16 years old, and he's very melodramatic at times, so I can very, very clearly understand that some of the melodrama, while is accentuated for the film, is still part of a teenager's life and stuff like that. And so I think they did a really good job encapsulating that, you know, being called a chicken, someone hurting your honor and stuff like that. Like, yes, maybe it is silly 10 years down the line or 15 years down the line, but when you're a teenager, that's so far away. You got to live in the moment. And so you can understand why maybe kids would go to the extreme lengths to not be called a chicken anymore and stuff like that. But yeah, I found a lot of things very relatable in this movie, especially because I was only a teenager, like 2 years ago now. So it was really cool to see this in a film. It was really fun to watch, but also it was kind of sad and heavy. There was a heaviness to this film with the family struggles that all three of our main characters were having, and it just was a lot more real of a film than I thought. I thought we were just going to have some rebellious teenager going about, and, you know, he was going to learn to be more proper or something like that. But at the end, you know, like a lot of messages go back in the 1950s, like, oh, you got to be like this, more of a goody two shoes instead of being rebellious, you know, you got to help others instead of wanting to hurt others or something like that. You know, I thought maybe that's what this movie was going to go for, but there was a lot more introspective notions of family dynamics and how that affects kids and stuff like that. And the biggest example of that was Play-Doh, and that is one of the things that I'm really interested to see your guys' takes on that character, because for me, I never liked Play-Doh, but I could always understand Play-Doh. And I think that is what the movie did super well. That was the balance that the movie struck, which made for a phenomenal character. Because right from the start of the movie, you know there is something wrong with Play-Doh. You know that there is just not something right because he killed puppies. And from that moment, from literally the first thing that we know about his character, you automatically dislike him. And for me, at least, knowing that he's done that, whenever something likable happened with his character, where he's like, I'm like, oh, it seems like he's a good friend or something like that, I would automatically go back to the very first line and go, okay, he also killed puppies, and I cannot like this guy. Like, that is a horrible thing to do. Why would I ever root for this guy in the first place? But as the movie progresses, like at the start of the movie at least, like I just didn't like him because he killed puppies and I thought he was a horrible person. But as the movie progresses and we get to know more about his character, more about his backstory, how nobody has ever been for him, how he's attaching to Jim and Judy because he's pretending almost like they're his parents, and when Jim and Judy leave him, it's almost as if his parents had left him, you know, again. And so you can understand why he lashes out. And so he's just a really interesting character. There's so much happening with him. There's so much conflict within his character that I love. And the movie really helps you understand. It never wants you, or it never enables you to root for him. The movie never says, okay, Play-Doh is now good, you're supposed to root for him. We know we said that he killed puppies at the beginning of the movie, but just pretend that didn't happen. The movie never did that. The movie always said, yes, Play-Doh has all these flaws. Play-Doh did these horrible things. He is still doing these horrible things. There will be consequences for his actions. Like, he will still be going to jail by the end of this movie, and obviously he suffered a much worse fate. He died, he got shot. And so the movie is saying there still will be consequences. Like, he did do these bad things, but there is a reason why he did these bad things. Like, he probably wasn't born like this. He was almost made like this because of his parental struggles. And then that is also accentuated by the fact that Judy and Jim are also having their own familial struggles. And so you can see the struggles happening on a different level, perhaps because their families are still there, other than Play-Doh's, where Play-Doh's family is gone and there's basically no one in life that just cares for him. And even like, he barely had friends. He didn't even have friends until Jim rolled along the same day that he dies. I still can't believe this movie took place in a day, but it's just interesting to look at these different family struggles. You know, you got Jim's struggle with his dad, who's basically taking all this from his mom. His dad never stands up for him and stuff like that. And you got Judy, whose dad cares more about his son than he does his own daughter, than he does Judy. And her dad is also a little abusive towards her and stuff like that. He calls her things that are very inappropriate, not in not like in a sexually inappropriate, but just things that could really hurt a person coming from someone that they care about. And then you got Plato, who doesn't have parents, whose parents ran off on him, so he feels abandoned, he feels lost, no one wants to make friends with him, you know, he feels like no one cares about him. And so when Jim becomes friends with him, he immediately attaches himself to him. So again, the character dynamics in this movie, the character motivations are very clear, and the character motivations also never say like, yes, they did a bad thing, but you know, there's a nice thing. And that happens with Jim a lot. You know, his parents are like, oh, but he said he's sorry, so that's okay, that's all it takes. And the movie basically is saying, no, that's not all it takes. There are consequences, obviously, from what Plato did. There are consequences, that's what happens, but it's maybe not 100% their fault. You know, maybe something else has happened in their life which has brought them to these points, to the point of no return, if you will. So yeah, I think that was my favorite part of the movie, just how deep it got with the characters and how introspective it got and just how personal it felt. Like, I feel like a lot of teenagers, especially people between the ages of like 17 and 20 years old, I know 20 isn't a teenager anymore technically, but I mean, I'm 21 and I can really relate to this movie. So honestly, anyone between like 17 and 21 I think could really relate to this movie, can really feel the character's struggles, especially with maybe parents who are maybe more strict or maybe have said things in the past and stuff like that, you know. So I really enjoy this movie for that, and I really like the message and the messages, I guess, that the movie is trying to bring across. Okay, so that was a really long-winded thing. Usually I start with the reviews of this movie and then I get into everything, but I just wanted to get that off my chest because that is the thing that I really liked about this movie the most. So now I'm going to get into the reviews of this movie and then the music and then just kind of the overall sets and stuff like that, because I thought like some of the locations were really cool as well. So 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which is audience score, and 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it seems like critics absolutely adore this movie, audiences a little less. They like this movie. 7.6 is a really good score, but it's no 93%, it's no 9.3, you know, and 9.3 is hard to get for audiences. Like, if you get over a 7.5, you're doing well as a movie. But yeah, maybe if you're just older watching this movie, maybe you won't connect to it as much. I think this movie is definitely, while very watchable as an adult, I think a lot of adults would love watching this. I think it would definitely be harder to relate to the kids in this movie, to our main characters, if you're not actually one of these teenagers yourself, or if you're not just past that. Like, you know, you have to be kind of in this recent timeline, because obviously if you're watching this like 10-15 years down the line, maybe you'll look back on it and go, oh, they are doing a little bit stupid things, yeah, they are a little rash, but as a teenager you're kind of like, being rash is just being part of being a teenager. You know, you're living in the moment and every day feels like it's life and death at times, and so it's way more understandable, at least for a younger person than an older person, I believe. But I don't know, maybe you're watching this video and you're like 60 years old and you're like, no, I relate to this movie so much, like it means a lot to me. And so I'd love to hear your comments on that as well. The music in this movie was absolutely phenomenal. It was beautiful, it was soaring. I've heard the music before because I've watched La La Land, and again, that is one of the reasons why I wanted to watch this movie, because Ryan Gosling goes, I got the bullets, you know, like that. And Emma Stone's like, what? And Ryan Gosling's like, you never seen this movie before. But anyways, that's besides the point. And they show a scene of this movie of the car just going up to the observatory and the music plays, and so I was like, oh, the music's nice. And so when I watched this movie, as soon as the music cue hit, I was like, oh yeah, I remember the music, it was good. And oh, the music is good in this movie. It's the same theme for a lot of the movie, but it's played in very different ways. There's a subtlety to it, which is nice. It doesn't overscore the sequences that it's in. It plays just right. It's soft for like the very romantic moments, the very tender moments between Judy and Jim, and it's a little bit louder but still subtle for like these bigger, grander moments. I don't know, I just found it amazing, and it's a score that I think I'd listen to, and it's just a very beautiful, it was almost calming and romantic, but it's also had a little bit of that like teenager rebelliousness in it, but not too much at the same time. You know, I don't know. I just really enjoyed the score for this film. The sets for this movie, or I guess just the settings for this movie, I thought were pretty good. I love the observatory. Obviously, I have a little bias towards it because it's used in La La Land for a little bit, and I really like the planetarium sequence in La La Land, so I'm a little biased towards that observatory in LA, and I'd love to go there one day. But I thought the observatory stuff was great. I'm glad they went back there for the end of the film. I thought that the suspense in there, okay, I'm just not going to talk about location right now. I'm going to go into the suspense because I'm talking about that, and I'm sorry, my puppy is dreaming, so she might be doing like little hiccupy sounds at the moment, so just be aware of that. But the suspense in this movie was super well done. The tension, you didn't really know what was going to happen at any moment. Even towards the end of the movie, you know, like I didn't know if Plato was gonna die, if he was gonna get arrested and go to jail. Like it was so open-ended, not in terms of the actual ending, like obviously he died, but just in terms of what could have happened. I had no idea, and I loved that so much. The stakes I guess weren't getting higher and higher, but the tension was building and building. As Plato got closer and closer to the front door, you could see him getting more and more nervous, and then obviously the cops were like these factors starting to add in to kind of make Plato start to turn back to wanting to shoot these cops and stuff, to getting really scared, I guess, to feeling like he's losing everything again. And so I thought the tension in this movie was great. I could really feel it at times. I was sweating in my seat, not because it was so hot in my room, which it is, it's super hot in my room, but because the movie is actually tense at times. I really, really loved it. There are some really cool surprises, some really good twists. Buzz dying was a big twist. Plato dying for me even was a big twist. I didn't think Plato was gonna die. I thought he was just gonna go to jail, but no, he died. And I think after I finished the movie, I think him dying makes a little bit more sense than him going to jail. But yeah, I just thought the suspense in this movie was fantastic. And then getting back to the locations, I mean, the locations were a lot of the times just like a house, but I really liked the mansion location. I thought that was a really cool place for like a chase fight. And then again, the observatory I thought was great, and I thought the callback to the observatory sequence at the start of the film was excellent at the end of the movie. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the cast because I did a big deep dive on the cast at the start of this review. I think everyone did an excellent job, especially James Dean as Jim. James Dean, I don't remember what he's been in, and I've probably watched some other movies that he's in, but honestly off the top of my head I don't remember. But man, he is an insane actor. The emotional scenes were amazing. He killed them. I could feel his regret, like maybe I didn't do as well, but I could also feel his pain that his dad especially wasn't standing up for him. I could feel like the love that he felt for Judy. He looked like he was tough, but he also looked like he was very sincere. You know, he looked the part that Jim was supposed to be, the person that Jim was supposed to be. I just thought James Dean was amazing. I thought it was some of the best acting that I've seen in a really long time for a movie. And yeah, I just really enjoyed his performance. It was very relatable. I also do have a little issue with Jim and Judy getting together because this movie takes place over basically the course of one day. Judy was with Buzz. Buzz died. And then I understand that Judy probably never loved Buzz and she might have almost been trapped with him. But I still think it would have taken some time to get over Buzz. And so her saying that I love you to Jim didn't really hit as hard as it should have. Like obviously I was like, yay, she said I love you, like I wanted this, like, and of course I want Jim and Judy to be together, but it just felt a little bit too quick. Like give it some time, because maybe this is just like her stress and her trauma kind of kicking in and trying to latch on to something that's there instead of thinking about Buzz that's gone. Almost like Plato, you know, almost like Plato who's latching on to Jim and Judy because his parents are gone. Judy could be latching on to Jim because Buzz has gone. But at the same time, I don't think that is the case for this movie. I think she actually just loved him, but in real life I don't think that would be very plausible. I think she would definitely have to have taken some time, so it didn't affect me or connect with me as much as I was hoping it was going to, just because it felt like it was too soon for Judy. Okay, yeah, that is my reaction and review to Rebel Without a Cause. I love this movie so much. Thank you so much. Oh, I just hit the table. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, if you have any more James Dean suggestions, please list them down below. I've probably watched some, but if I haven't, then I'm sure to put them on my list and hopefully get around to them someday, because I thought James Dean was amazing in this, and whoever directed this movie as well did an amazing job. Nicholas Ray did an amazing job directing this. I didn't even touch on that, but I thought the directing in this was really cool. There were some really cool camera work moments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.